So Rothschild means red shield. Prior to the defeat, these Khazar Jews perfected a skill known today as international banking, lending to other nations for the conquest of war and control of government. They also acquired a national symbol, the six-pointed hexagram called the Shield of David. Now, what's funny is that the shield or the Star of David is nowhere in the Bible. But what's in the Bible is the Seal of Solomon. The hexagram originally known as the Seal of Solomon, which is the highest form of occult witchcraft. We're gonna go deep. We're gonna go deep. So now, now when you read the 13th Tribe by Arthur Koestler, and I encourage everybody to get it, it's called the 13th Tribe. When you go to part 2 and chapter 6, it's titled Where From. Section 2 on page 126 depicts the beginning of the Rothschild Dynasty in England. So in 1743, Mayer Amschel Bauer, if you can read it, it's kind of blurry, so I'm gonna read it. Mayer Amschel Bauer, an Ashkenazi Jew, is born in Frankfurt, Germany. He's the son of Moses Amschel Bauer, a moneylender and the proprietor of a counting house. Later on in his life, he became Mayer Amschel Rothschild. And this is one of his famous quotes. I don't know if y'all read it. Let me issue and control the nation's money, and I care not who writes the laws. Now, fast forward to his, I think this was his brother or nephew, Nathan Mayer Rothschild. There's a story on him on how he cornered the British market and took trillions from them. And he tells you, and he lived to about 55. Maybe they got mad at him and took him out because if you know anything about the occult, it's called hidden knowledge. They like the true power is not on the throne, it's behind the throne. So when you start bragging about the hidden hand behind the throne, you got to go. But anyway, Nathan Rothschild made this quote, and you can't take it away. I care not what puppet is placed upon the throne of England to rule the empire on which the sun never sets. That's what England was called back in the day, the empire in which the sun never sets. The man who, this is Nathan Rothschild, the man who controls Britain's money supply, controls the British Empire, and I control the British money supply. And not to go too deep, but America is the daughter of Britain. I want y'all to think about that. America is the daughter of Britain. My Rothschild, if my sons did not want war, there would be none. Think about the power we're talking about right now. But just to touch on Nathan real quick, when I'm talking about how he owns, to this day, he owns England. His descendants own England, and I'm gonna show you how he did it. An example of the family's wealth and power is the England Slavery Abolition Act of 1833. The England Slavery Abolition Act of 1833. Read it on your own time if you can. After slavery was abolished in England by the British government, Nathan Mayer Rothschild and his brother-in-law, Moses Montefiore, agreed to loan Britain 15 million euros. That's $336 billion today. The stimulus package, known as the slave compensation, did not go to the freed slaves because England did free the slaves first before America. That's why a lot of your plantation owners, slave owners, transitioned from England here to the Americas because slavery was abolished there. But the money, the $336 billion did not go to the freed slaves, but they went to the newly former slave owners. Taxes, now listen to this, taxes from the working class was used to pay off the loan, which just ended 5 years ago in 2015. So not only did the British Parliament borrow $336 billion from Rothschild, but they used the people to pay the debt off. I ain't gonna touch on our Social Security and our birth certificates being something like that, but does this sound familiar?